Right, question 8. Poppy and Ella ran a 5k race. And the table below shows the total time it took Poppy and Ella to run each of the distances in the race. It took Ella 27 minutes to run the whole 5k. Right, so this is Ella's times here. Sorry, 26 minutes, Ella's times, and then this is Poppy. So Poppy's are all filled in, Ella's aren't. Okay, so the first question is going to ask us to fill it in. So we need to use this graph to work it out. Okay, so the graph shows the time it took Ella to run D kilometers during the race. So this is D here, right? So the first kilometer here, it took 4 minutes is what this is telling us. The second kilometer, point A there, would be 8 minutes. So between here and here, it's another 4 minutes. Okay, so that's what you're seeing here. So this was what we saw there on the chart below was that the second kilometer took another 4. The third kilometer is here, so that's 14. So between here and here, it took her longer now to do this part. So this is 8, and that's 14. So that took 6 minutes to run. Actually, I should be adding 8 to this, I think. That's the way they're doing it here on the other side. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is 14, as we said. The next one then is on 20. Okay, so it's right there. So the fourth kilometer was another 6 minutes, which would bring her up to 20. And then the last one, if we just check it, is up to 26. So 20 minus 26. So that's another 6. So that's fine. That's the first part done. Okay, so we filled in the 3 values that are missing. Using the figures in the table, draw a graph on the diagram below to show the time it took Poppy to run D. Okay, we just need to draw the other one for Poppy. So Poppy was here. I'll do this in red actually. Orange. So that's the first point for Poppy. What was her second point? So 5, 10, 17. So she was here after the second one, and then after the third one she was at 17, which is here, and on the fourth one she was at 24, which is here, and the final one she was at all the way up to 30. Okay, so she was a bit slower than Ella. Right, so you would do this with a ruler obviously, but I'm just going to sketch this in very, very roughly. But that's what we see for Poppy, and we should label that as well. Okay, so that's Poppy's times. Okay, now who finished first, Ella or Poppy? Well, we can see here that Ella's finished 4 minutes before Poppy. So the answer to that is Ella finished first. And we can answer that as well by just writing it in English. So what's our reason for saying Ella finished first? Ella ran 5 kilometers in 26 minutes. Poppy ran 5 kilometers in 30 minutes. Okay, so that's our reason. She got there faster, simple as that. And there's a part D. Tick the correct box to show what happened to Ella's speed after 2 kilometers, which is marked A. Okay, so something has changed and we need to see whether it got faster or slower. So something happened to Ella's speed after 2 kilometers. Right, we saw that actually. So here when we mark this one, so the first one, if you look, she took 4 minutes to do the first kilometer. She took another 4 to do the second, but then it took her 6 extra minutes to get up to 14. So she slowed down there for sure. So what are our options? Her speed did decrease. Okay, it didn't stay the same, it didn't increase, it decreased. It's actually taking her longer to cover the same amount of distance. So our option here is Ella's speed decreased. For, so you have to justify why. For first and second kilometers, Ella ran them in 4 minutes each. For third kilometer, sorry, for third kilometer, it took her 6 minutes. So she slowed down. Okay. So that's all you need. You don't even need to have it as long as what I have written out there, but you just need to justify why you're saying that she decreased her speed. So now, okay, last part E. It took Poppy 30 minutes to run the 5K. Work out this average speed for the race in kilometers per hour. Now you need to watch out for that one there. So she didn't run for an hour, she only ran for 30 minutes. Okay, so but they want the answer in kilometers per hour. So if she did run for an hour, what would she have done here, right? So if it's 30 minutes for 5 kilometers, and there's two 30 minutes in an hour. If we double that, that'll be 60 minutes. So if we double that, we're going to double this as well. So that's what she can do in an hour, kilometers per hour. Okay, so that's your answer here. Okay, 10 kilometers per hour. So if she kept running at the same speed as her first half hour, she would have covered the same ground, i.e. 5 kilometers in the second half hour, which means that she would have covered 10 kilometers in an hour. Now there is formulas for this as well, DST in the chapter in your book, distance, speed and time, but that's sufficient logic to work out this one. Okay, so always watch the unit they're talking about there. So we had to think of it differently here because this was hours, not minutes.